Both of them, some of the biggest names in as far as Korean AD carries are concerned. So I'm selfishly looking forward to that. However, BeryL has he's been showing us some pretty sweet Warwick. As PraY's decided Zin's house where he's going now.
The master duelist. Self-named.
Yeah. So I thought that we'd actually see like a champ select, but it looks like there aren't going to be any bans or anything like that.
There were bans, actually. I saw some bans down there, yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't quite see which ones it was.
I guess they're just going to try to kill each other?
Yeah, level 3. Barrier still available here from PraY, so he does have a big advantage. Never mind. BeryL just goes through it with a Q. Easy.
PraY's like, wow, Warwick's OP. Just reaffirming BeryL's suspicions.
I was watching this and I was like, oh, PraY's got him. Like, the barrier went down too early from BeryL. But then, just didn't quite have enough.
The GG. Yeah, the attack speed that comes out. And then, he's just gaining life over the course of PraY running back. And it kind of does feel like Warwick's really good in this game mode, at least. The Snowdown Showdown.
Yeah, PraY like taking a bit of damage here as BeryL pops out of the brush, and this is just going to be really, really hard for Zin. He wants to be all-inning, but when your opponent's just going to get all of his health back, it's going to be a really rough time. So we'll see whether any grievous wounds can be picked up by PraY. Certainly what you want. It does have Ignite, of course, but are you going to be able to kill the Warwick in the Ignite window? It's going to be the question.
Answer, probably no. We'll see, though.
Audacious charge coming out here from PraY. Does get a little bit of health down onto BeryL, but the onus really is on PraY to try and keep this pressure up and stop BeryL from being able to walk up to the minion wave, because as soon as he does, he gets to just lap up these minions, try and put that health back together.
Yeah. You can see PraY's actually positioning really well here. Just way up in the minions, not giving BeryL any time to do that, as you were mentioning, and slowly chipping away at him. He's still got enough mana.
Yep.
But he's losing a bunch of time now. That was actually a good amount of time for BeryL to gain some health back and get the health pack on top of that.
See, slight CS advantage. Audacious charge coming down yet again as BeryL does have level 6 available. PraY gonna have to hope that he can move out of the way in time. No flash available, remember, and not a lot of mobility outside of that Audacious charge that PraY will want to use aggressively. So you have to feel like BeryL should be able to get basically free ultimates available here. PraY with some disengage options with his own ult as well, so that'll be okay.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be running out of time. He's already down a kill. And we don't actually have the timer, so I don't know like how far along we are and when the sudden death will begin.
That's part of the mystery. I think it makes it better.
Part of the fun. It's a surprise.
Yeah. PraY does make it back. Execution is calling now put together. That's what we were looking for. Wow, I haven't heard that line in so long. I've been in Korea for too long, dude.
It's actually great. The English
The nostalgia. It's like waves upon waves of nostalgia today, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's a massive wave coming in, and he's just going to be able to take it, try to poke down BeryL a little bit, it seems. But he's down a level from the earlier trade. He's down on CS. And I do like that they added in kind of the sudden death and the 2 kills and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's pretty rough to get that second kill when you're in a spot like this.
Yeah. Wind becomes lightning, not going to find any Warwicks. As BeryL's going to lumber his way back forward. Also, I mean, PraY does have slightly more early game focused Keystone as well, as you can see BeryL's just trying to stack up his Grasp of the Undying as this lane continues. And items-wise, he just had a lot more money when he went back home. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, just doing his thing. He's picked up his first item. And we'll see if PraY has got anything else. Well, he's got some boots.
Not sure whether shoes are going to be enough, you know?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that being the difference maker here, to be completely honest.
Please do. Please be honest.
Yeah.
As BeryL's just going to push another minion wave towards his turret, also having a monopoly on these health packs that he doesn't need, but just wants to deny. And yeah. Oh dear. BeryL walks up to the turret, gets a lot of damage there, as you can see with the Demolish proc. Another win condition has now been brought to light by the Warwick.
I guess he's just so far ahead and he knows it that he can just go for little cheeky plays like that, even though he is playing a melee champion. And I think the second he starts trading with PraY with this Divine Sunder, it's just going to be like, okay, where did your health bar go? Like,
yeah.
What happened? It's, I don't think it's going to look too pretty.
Now able to get that back off in time as well. I believe sudden death will be coming up very, very shortly. And the 7 minutes, that one is going to be upon us. PraY gets the wave shoved into the turret. Does he have enough time for one more back is going to be the question, as BeryL desperately trying to stop it. Oh dear. Yep, sudden death, 30 seconds.
There he goes. And again, if PraY gets the kill, he will win, but it puts so much pressure on him to try to force the fight when he's really far behind. So we'll see what he can do here.
Yep, picks up the Iron Spike whip on his way back. But I just, oh man, look at that. Now a Bramble Vest completed by BeryL. And that's going to make things extraordinarily difficult.
Yeah.
Next kill wins, remember guys. Sudden Death doesn't really care about BeryL collecting that kill from earlier, so theoretically even playing field. But I think we know that it's not really that case.
Yeah.
As these minions, you know, PraY does have slight minion advantage.
PraY's just over there dancing.
Yeah.
All right,
what's
PraY,
the game plan, PraY?
Time to pull the Xinjiao. You got to get in there.
Oh, does land the W.
Alrighty.
Oh no, BeryL, level advantage.
BeryL's like, come on, fight me.
Misses the W. Oh, it's a whole bunch of problems here as BeryL. Okay, trying to get around. Okay, Wind becomes lightning. Coming on in there. Ultimate's still available from PraY. But remember, if you hit your opponent, you can't CC them.
PraY's like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Does eventually manage to get him to go back. But the problem is that doesn't matter. The ulti lands and BeryL just says it was only a matter of time.
Well, you know, I think that in general, Xinjiao is not going to have a fun time against Warwick in the 1v1. And especially after BeryL picked up that first kill.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking too good. He also had the CS advantage, so was able to get a lot more items. And
it's a best of 3,
yes.
remember, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back at it again. This time, though, PraY has decided to pick a champion from the role that he was known for, which I think might be helpful.
Wait, why did it stop?
It's like actually the worst whistle ever.
That was me trying to whistle when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah. And I guess Nunu he isn't exactly old.
Yeah.
As BeryL in a little bit of trouble here, but he's Nunu.
Yeah, the Lucian is going to be really annoying. Lucian, I feel like PraY was like, okay, enough funny business. Let's really, you know, get into the action. And Lucian, of course, one of the best mid-lane priority champions in Summoner's Rift.
Oh, turret shot.
It's part of, you know, it's because he's such a good duelist. He can just always kind of put pressure on you in a 1v1 no matter what the matchup. So
yeah,
he's just like, okay, it's time to turn this one around. Enough having fun. Let's try to win.
Well, see whether it works out here. Of course, Lucian, not even just a duelist, right? You can control waves so nicely with your Piercing Light. You also have defensive options in your Relentless Pursuit.
Or retreat.
Yep. Can be, it's just, he's multifaceted. Got a few different skills that he can employ for a whole lot of different reasons. Let's see whether BeryL can defy the odds, though, as he flashes PraY trying to get in there and will do so. Decides to accept his fate. I think he possibly could have made it to relative safety there.
Wow, double ace.
That's so brutal. Oof.
Yeah.
Makes me really, it's sad. But you can see a lot of minions going to waste.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely
still a
worth,
victory.
you know. PraY has a lot more gold at this point in time with 12 more minions in that he has taken, so he's going to be able to buy some more items, whereas BeryL doesn't get much on his back. He's got some pieces.
Yeah, he's got a ring, a book, a shield. He's actually got most of the possible early game item pickups that he could fit.
Oh, and he missed the cannon.
That feels bad.
All right, BeryL.
Okay, putting his ball together. PraY gets out of the way of it, and now the culling's there. Oh dear.
This is not fair.
It's really not. Hex Drinker was what was completed by PraY as well, and that's only going to make things more and more difficult. A lot of extra damage was actually available. As BeryL throws some snowballs around, PraY picks up the cannon, and an Ardent Blaze into that brush would be nice, PraY, but he decides not to do that. Just happy to continue this one out. Seeker's Arm Guard put together by BeryL.
He has frozen the wave.
Oh no.
Not entirely. It's only
Against
a soft,
Nunu.
It's a soft freeze.
How ironic.
On Snowdown Showdown. It's very icy out here.
It is.
You mentioned before we got our first real snow that hit the ground today in Korea.
Yep.
So it's fitting.
It is. Apparently pressing E is the way that you completely counteract a snowball coming towards you. PraY demonstrating that one very nicely. As BeryL just going to bail once again. He's happy with the 11 minions that he's taken. He does not need any more. Instead, he's just going to build snowballs. And it's Christmas time. I've seen this one before, as BeryL decides to eat a minion on the way out.
I think the only way to win this as Nunu is to try to clear minions faster, but that doesn't even sound possible. But you're just never going to hit him with the snowball, right? Maybe you could, like, out-mana him if you just, like, clear the waves more efficiently. I'm trying to find a world in where this is possible.
He also has a Seeker's Arm Guard, which scales on killing minions. So a few more than 14 would be really helpful.
Yeah. Well, you can always do that, I suppose. Just gobble them up.
Not able to grab that one, but PraY now able to get some pressure onto this turret. Turret plates coming through as well. As, yeah. What is the game plan, BeryL?
I feel like PraY could be even more aggressive. He's just kind of playing with his food right now. Could even be poking down the turret if he was really trying to press the issue. But I suppose he just wants to be careful.
I mean, BeryL does need to all in him, but I guess he is Nunu, and he only needs to get one kill.
You know, maybe what you can do is wait for sudden death, and then just absolute zero in the middle of the circle.
Yeah, maybe.
You probably die before you get it off, but maybe there is a world where it's possible. I don't know. But doesn't seem too likely.
I mean, this is a world champion support.
True.
2020.
Very true. Wow. Big damage. PraY's gonna pop one sip of the refillable.
Oh, still sitting on his remaining one. Currently 35 CS in the lead, which is, you know, quite a decent lead.
Yes.
For those people who are a little bit mathematically disinclined.
Yeah. Well, he picked up the plated steel caps. I'm gonna, you know, I think come LCK time I'll get used to it, but for now I still want to just call them Ninja Tabi.
Yeah, right. But maybe it's because of too many Ninja Tabi, Ninja Tabby, Ninja not knowing what to call it arguments.
I guess so.
That might be it. As BeryL's going to go for one last back. Can he actually complete anything? Yes, he puts together another book.
Nice.
That's what he wants. Okay, I can hear the Korean commentators going a little bit nuts right now. I don't know what it necessarily means, though.
Well, let's see how this snowball goes, because this could be the setup.
Oh, nailed it!
And, yeah, well.
It's the most exciting thing of this whole series.
Just get in the bush and start your ult, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, that's going to be the culling down, at least.
Well, the circle is closing in, ladies and gentlemen.
BeryL will be forced to take an action.
Yes, indeed. PraY may also have to do a thing.
Yes. All right, here we go. This is the one.
The paper's flying off it. The relentless pursuit works this time. Absolute zero opportunity to win. Oh, God. What do we do now? What do we do?
I was like, let me just burn. Yeah, I think Nunu's probably, like, not very good against Lucian at this sort of thing. Just kind of counterpicked, I guess.
Just walks casually into the fire. As, okay, that's going to be an even series. This is the deciding game. We'll see who's going to be able to do it. The bans were Warwick, Poppy, and Pantheon. And Lucian, Caitlyn, and KaiSser taken away as Draven versus Heimerdinger.
PraY really wants to win this one. He's pulling out all the stops. And he's going to go with the Draven here. I suppose you could, you know, build it up, get the one kill, reset, spend your gold, come back, try to use that to your advantage.
Yeah, now that it is 2 kills, does mean the adoration does do something. Yeah. So that's good. But also Draven just has a really, really good early game, right? His whirling axes just do a lot of damage based on base scaling. So he is a decent choice here. The problem is, BeryL is the most annoying champion to 1v1 in the game, in my personal opinion, in the Heimerdinger.
Yeah, there's Heimer, there's Teemo.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah. Those are really annoying. And yeah, I mean, he's just going to be pushed in here, essentially. I think he should be autoing a little bit more. Because Heimer certainly does have that potential to go for the turret kill win.
Or at least it's the minion score win, right? Like, that's what's so comfortable. But I guess that doesn't really work anymore. So that was the old strategy. See what BeryL's able to do, though, because you can just, like you were saying, shut them out. Their own minions get way more gold, and then park your turrets next to their turret. That's not a lot you can do. Currently just throwing rockets around. As you can see his Super Soakers getting a little bit frustrated here. Okay, stun comes down. That's a tough one to hit. PraY needs to hold onto his W to try and get out of the way of the grenades.
He's just going to heal up here. You can see that BeryL just marches his turrets forward, and that's all he's got to do. He can clear the minion wave, as you mentioned, really easily, and then just throw out his missiles. And this is going to be annoying for Draven. This is almost like you kind of just got to go all in with the Draven. Your poke is not going to do as much.
Yeah, these grenades are so good.
Yeah.
Out of BeryL.
BeryL's pretty good at this game, turns out.
If you've played Heimer before, though, you can be as good as you want at skill shots. But landing the grenade as Heimerdinger is like the hardest thing to do in the game, I swear.
Ooh, he took 2 turret shots.
That's a flex.
I think I KaiSser cursed him. I don't know, like... He's taking his time moving these turrets up. He doesn't want to be too aggressive, but he's got PraY pretty low.
Yep. Also wants to try and stockpile them just a little bit. Shoves one into the brush here. As you can't move them up too far because this sort of circumstance happens where the minion wave clears out your turrets, so you sort of want them where the minions are going to meet as Whirling Death comes down. And PraY's looking for a back opportunity to try and take the pressure off.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a pretty good time to just go for the back after using your ult, but I suppose not yet. He'll just pick up the healing and get back at it.
Yep. Also, I mean, Heimer can hold minion waves so comfortably as there's the ulti out of the Heimer, lands another stun as PraY. He's burning down, has to flash to get out of the way.
Had the missile hit, I think he just kills him right there. With the ignite ticking, that was pretty close.
Flash still up here from BeryL as well.
Oh, again!
He's on a sliver! This is a deciding match, remember guys, this semi-final. For an opportunity to be 1v1 champion of Korea. BeryL looking to try and do it on a mad scientist as PraY pokes his head out with 120 health.
BeryL does have to be a little bit careful. He doesn't want to go entirely out of mana, because then PraY can just walk up on him and two-shot him with a couple of axes, probably.
This would be so much catharsis for PraY if he's able to get a victory on Draven. This is something that throughout his career he was never really able to do. That scoreline was never what we wanted out of PraY, who did like picking up the Draven here and there. Many a time, not a lot of success. This would mean a lot to him. The Praven, many people have spoken about.
Yeah, he's gonna ult again. He could try to hit BeryL, but BeryL smartly will move left and avoid it. Trying to clear out himself as well. Now we're gonna have the back finally coming in.
We'll see what PraY can actually put together here, whether it's going to be enough to help him out here. Decides to cancel the back, never mind. None of these players are going to be able to go back and purchase any items at all this game, apparently. The minions get angry at PraY. BeryL looking for the opportunity. Ignite goes down onto PraY. Will he have enough here? I believe the answer is going to be no. Oh, the barrier just up in time.
Yeah, you know, he did a nice amount of damage to the turret as well, you know? He almost got it down to its second plate after all that. PraY is still zoned out, essentially, so he can probably just walk up, get another turret plate, and then back away if he wants to play it safe. Or just, I think, best decision here.
Yep. Bunch of extra money as the plate falls down. And BeryL's able to set up his turrets now right underneath the tower, which just makes things more and more difficult.
Yeah, he didn't actually back. He's just sitting here trying to do as much damage as possible. Cleared out a lot of the minions so his didn't die.
Will begin soon.
Yep, also sudden death at a pretty good timing for BeryL to find his back. We'll channel it. Up in farm doesn't really mean anything, but does mean that he does have a bit more money to go back and utilize. And that's going to be a Zhonya's Oblivion Orb also there. Now does give grievous wounds if you guys haven't played too much in the preseason. So if PraY did manage to get down to that lifeline, the healing is not going to be as high as you'd be hoping. Oh god, PraY almost burning to death there as he decides to go back and grab himself an elixir.
Close one. But he's back. He's back in action. I don't think he's going to be too happy when he sees these items, though.
Yeah, that's soft shoes. Like this is a very scary Heimer.
Because it's perfect for this kind of thing where you have the sudden death ring coming in, because you just
they have to come to you.
Yeah, you ult your turret and then you just Zhonya's, and it's like, well, what do I do exactly? I guess I just died.
Well, PraY is hoping that he can start this fight a little bit before that has an opportunity. The lifeline is in, but the Ignite is down. The Oblivion Orb's there. PraY jumps over the top. Oh, he's burning down in the turret. Finishes him off. You called it. The Zhonya's was going to be the problem. And you were absolutely right.
Yeah, I like that PraY knew about this, and he's like, well, I got to start the fight now. Otherwise, I have zero chance. And, you know, does a nice amount of damage, but nothing compared to all the turrets, the Zhonya's, the super turret, getting those shots in. And that made it the simple victory there for BeryL. Down to sudden death, 2-1 in the best of 3.
So the dream of PraY versus Deft in the final is over, but BeryL definitely looking like the better player in that best of 3. But it did go the full way, and that is the dream. Now, Deft versus